Hey guys, how you doing? This video that I'm gonna be doing today is basically talking what is my point of view of how's the house market, the real estate house market. It's gonna go for 2024. I know that many of my clients have been asking me what are my thoughts, what do I expect, who should they believe. So if you hear, this is what basically this video is gonna be talking about. And I am. People say that interest rates are gonna go down, but the thing is, the way they saying it is basically that it's gonna be drastic. Like we're gonna go back to the 4%. We're gonna go back to the 5%. Um, there is benefit and there's also harm by doing that. um so let's talk. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. But okay, let's start. I won't say my prediction. I will leave my prediction to the end. But let's say what the big corporations and big people that have the bigger resources to know, right? What's going on or what will happen, and remember that it's everything. It's based on opinion. The only people that really know what's gonna happen is the really higher ups. Not the banks, the people that the investors, the people at the top of the investors. Unfortunately, they know what's gonna happen. And I know a lot of people. We heard the GOP saying that, looking into cutting rates 4 times. But what does that really mean? Nobody really knows if they're gonna come cut it down like 1%. It might be 0.01%. And that might be them cutting it down for them. But does that really benefit us? So all of that, it's a big hype. Sell the news, buy the rumor. I think I said it right. I'm not too sure. But yeah, let's see what Refin had to say about this, and we will read it together. And as you see right here, it says Refin predictions 2024 will be the year home buyer catches a break. Okay, so are they saying that it's going to be a buyer's market? Yeah, that's the if you are a buyer that been in the sideline, and this puts you happy. Okay, good. With the home prices falling and new listings rising. Now, this is true. This is true. The last part is true. Prices have been falling, and new listings have been rising. But new listings, just because more listings have been accumulating, because things are not selling as fast as before, forcing that prices to fall, to decrease, right? So remember, as a seller, if your house is not moving, then certain things, either marketing or prices or location, right? So one of the things as a realtor, we're going to tell you, if you've been in the market for a long time, Mr. or Mrs. Seller, we need to reduce the sales price because the market is not giving us no feedback, right? So that is true. Prices are falling. So they are saying that they are expecting for this to continue happening throughout the year. And they went ahead. Prices will fall 1%. So let's see what they're saying. So they gave a little chart right here. Prices will fall until 2024. So they give if you look in the bottom, it says quarter 2023 prices went the rise of prices went 2.6. Then and the last quarter it went up 3.3%. So in the first quarter, they're saying of this year nothing's going to happen. This is going to stay the same, right? Interesting. Which I think that um, prices are already beginning to fall. And if you see a property just there, and the prices are not if a property is in the market for more, you see the 90 or 100 days, and the price hasn't been reduced, it might not be the agent. It might be just I'm sorry to my sellers, a stubborn seller that is willing to fight the good battle of the market. And most of the time, and 99%, you end up losing. It's just maybe the seller does not want to reduce the price. So they get ahead. They say that on quarter 2 and quarter 3, there's gonna be a 1% reduction. So they saying that prices will continue fall, but it's 1% compared to the increase that we've seen all these 2 past years. It doesn't even make a dent. So this is what I'm leading to in my conclusion. And then the last quarter of this year, 2024, they left it black, which I think they're playing it safe, right? I mean, they talk about more stuff, new listing picking up and stuff like that. Home sales increase at the end of the year. Okay, 5%. Um, it could be possibly it could pick up because of all the decreases, right? If it's to that, right? So this is what they had to say about that. So it's very important, right? It's important for you as a buyer and a seller to be paying attention to all of this. And even if you're not thinking of selling or buying, it's just good to know. So, um, predictions. This is Realtor.com. This is Realtor.com, and they're saying the following: 2024 Houston market forecast and predictions. Housing affordability finally begins to turn again, restating that it's going to be a buyer's market, right? So, bunch of gibberish here, numbers, but I want to make it simple for you guys to understand. So I just skipped that and I went to the forecast, right? And we're going to go over this inventory, right? They saying the same thing. Inventory, expect a stormy market. Inventory dropped up to 14%, leaving fewer options for buyers. So what they're saying here, what I'm understanding here, that there's going to be less properties to purchase. The other one said that there's going to be more listing coming up. So this little controversy, right? Difference. Interest rates, they said, look out, is cloudy as interest rates comes down by 0.1%. This is what I was just telling you about, what the GOP mentioned, that they're gonna cut down on interest rate 4 times, but they didn't give a specific number, and that very number might be very, very a small percentage that as a regular consumer you might not feel it, but it's more like sell the news, buy the rumor, so 6.8, yes, is good because last time we were at almost 8, but this is my thing with that. When we were coming up from 4 and 5%, people were screaming. When we finally reached the 6, people were yelling, people were going out of their minds. This is ridiculous, this is expensive. So I attacked it. It could be, I could be wrong. This is my opinion, right? That they said, you know what? They complaining about 6. Let's push that button all the way to 8. And then everybody was panicking. But now they reduced it. Now we're in the 7s. Now we're in the 6. Everybody, okay, I could deal with 6. So it was more of a mental approach, psychology approach, I guess. I know there's still people, it's still high, but then if you compare it to previous years, there's been times that rates are at 12, so I think that's what happened there, but that's my opinion. Then let's go prices, home prices right here. Consumers are seeing some sun as home prices come down by almost 2%. Same thing as the other one. The other one said 1.1, so they did just added it up here. But again, look, 2022 price homes went up 10%. 2023 prices went up 0.2, and then for 2024 they're only gonna come down. Prediction 1.7. Negative 1.7, which it barely touches the dent, right? For renters, good news. They said that rent will be coming down, but only negative 0.2%. So that's the prediction they have to say. I think that you as a buyer and as a seller should understand when it's convenient to you, when it's convenient for you to buy. When is the right time to buy. We need to understand that when you're purchasing, it's your situation that allows you to purchase. The market, you cannot wait for the market to come to the right time. But when is the right time? When is it? Or it's based on you. Look at your financials, look at what you want to do, where you want to be in your life. Look, buying a property this is an investment, so there is risk involved no matter at what time you're looking to purchase. So I always tell my clients, look, know where you stand and just do what's best for you and your family. Yes, sometimes the rates are going to be high, sometimes the sales price is going to be high, but remember this: when rates are high, prices are going to be low. When rates are low, prices are going to be high. So you need to choose your poison. There's no way of getting out of this. Okay, you're just gonna have to do it. Now, when will be the best time, or when is what? Okay, not the best time. Like I just said, there's no best time. When will be the safest to get in, right? When everybody is panicking, because nobody wants to. Okay, right before the pandemic happened, nobody wanted to purchase because nobody knew what was going to happen. There was a few people that purchased. There was a few people that, what, I'm just going to buy a house. Or some people just got caught in the process and just went with it. Those people maximized their profits. People bought at 200s. Now their house is like 400 or 300, right? Well, if you bought 200, then your house is at 400. Yeah, that's a big jump. But that might be a little bit exaggerated. But I won't be surprised if there's people that really got the equity on their house just boom. People that waited for COVID, in the middle of COVID, if you found a house during that time, I salute you. Because you was battling over asking, you was battling the lines, it was a mess. It was a mess. Multiple offers and everything. So just like this chart, guys, if you look at this chart right here that I'm about to show you, it's a brief history, where we've been. As here's the rates and this is the years, right? You could follow the rates where they've been, and then you could also see when people buy. Nobody wants to buy when they're here. Nobody wants to buy when rates are high. For some reason, we are scared of the rates, right? Which, to each his own. But remember that you could always manipulate the rate. You could either buy down points, or when the rates start coming down, you could always refinance, and you don't gotta be find a new home. But you can't do that with the mortgage. With the value of the homes, you can't negotiate. It's the only thing that you could control is the rate. So like I said, you either buy when the rates are high and prices are low, or you buy when rates are low and prices are high. But it's just harder, in my experience. It's harder to purchase when rates are low and prices are hard, because everybody's purchasing. Everybody just wants to purchase. But when it's the other way around, the ball is on your part. You get to negotiate the price. You could ask for seller contributions because sellers are in the corner. And once sellers it becomes a seller market, they have no mercy for those buyers whatsoever, right? There's one more chart. So you can see here, guys, you can see right here. It's pretty self-explanatory. Questions, I'll be more than happy. I want one more chart to show you guys. And this is from National History, National Association of National Association of Realtors. This is their forecast for a 30-year fixed rate to average 6.3% into. So this is what I'm saying. I'm not. This is what. Oh, okay. Let's just review this, and then I'll give you my opinion on what's gonna happen, and then you guys, you could drop in comments below what you guys think. It says right here, number one, rent will come down furthermore, which we already discussed that, which holds down the CPI and will make the Feds cut the rate 4 times. Okay. But the Feds didn't guarantee this neither. They just said we're looking to cut. I mean, if you know that they're going to guarantee it, please let me know. Okay. And then it says number 2, community banks are suffering from high interest rates. Okay. Why? They suffering? Why? Because everybody's waiting. Everybody's waiting for rates to come down. All my buyers, I have multiple buyers telling me that they're going to wait for rates to come down. And when that comes down, everybody's gonna flood in. What's that gonna happen? You guys are those rates are not gonna stay down so for a long time. They're gonna spike right up, making it harder for you to purchase. So I'm gonna start right there. Now listen to this. Special credit line ending in March 2024. So there's that loan that everybody's using. It says DC is the credit line. It's a home credit line that you use your own home credit line to go purchase another home or whatever you want to do, an investment, whatever you a line of credit on your house, right? And so programs like that, that's it. They come into an end. I mean, you might still be able to find them, but I'm pretty sure there's not all banks are going to be able to open it, to have it, or the restrictions are going to be higher requirements, right? And then number 3, spread with government bonds will return to normal. Okay, and there's like a bunch of information here that they talk about, but if you live in Houston, I'll share this real quick. These are, if you live in Texas, this is gonna be some of the areas that are gonna be very popular: Houston, Woodlands, Sugarland, Dallas, Austin, and this is other cities. I see Philly, I see Washington, right? But so I'll give you my prediction, and I think you guys might be reading, if you were paying attention to my reaction to some of these articles, you might know what I'm gonna say. I think that overall rates are gonna come down. They say that, I think we're gonna be in the 6 all year long. I really think. Now, are there programs that are gonna put you within the 5s? Absolutely. You could probably get 5.8, 5.9, even 5.7. But this is buy downs. This bunch of different programs. Also, new constructions, they are really known to give you lower rates. Different tactics, different programs. That this could happen. but the general idea is that rates are gonna be within the six. So I think that as of right now, rates are gonna start coming down, and once people catch on, people are gonna start purchasing, and when people start purchasing, the rates are gonna stay right there, and so it's like we basically not moving anywhere. So that's my prediction. I think that houses are gonna continue going up. Am I seeing right now that I think right now it's where you want to be? If you are not in the market, you should get in right now before the floodgates open. Um, because I think it's gonna get worse. I think prices are gonna go up, and because everybody's demanding lower rates. And if people stop purchasing, they need to um, keep on, forcing people to purchase. Like they need to have a circulation. The real estate market moves this economy more than you and I think. Okay, so that's basically my prediction. So if I were you, how do you prepare for this? If you're a buyer, I recommend you to get your speak to a lender, speak to a realtor. You could reach out to me, and I could just be ready. Just have your pre-approval ready. Know where you at. Can I purchase now? Do I need 3 months? Do I need 6 months to get ready? And just have your documents ready, and just when you see a house, boom, just go. Hey, call your realtor. Hey, I want to go see this house. Boom, just make an offer. I don't want to lose it. It doesn't mean that but to wait till you see a house to call your realtor, and your realtor is going to send you to the lender. You just wasting time, and somebody that's ready is going to snatch it. So it's very important to know where you're at, whether you need to fix something in your credit, or you need to pay something down. At least you ahead of game, you know where you need to be. For my sellers, I guess you also need to be aware of the market. Be aware of what's selling in your neighborhood. Talk to your realtor and tell you to put you under a sales alert. Every time a property goes on the market, they need to get an alert so they can do comparisons. And if you as a seller like a house that is selling at that price, it's like, you know what, this is the price I want to be. Boom, call your realtor and list that bad boy, and let's go. You know, and don't fight the market. If you're a seller, don't fight the market. Negotiate as hard as you can. That's for sure. But don't fight the market. If your house is not moving, hey, is either marketing. What is your realtors doing for your marketing? Um, what's my location? Whether am I in a good location? Look at your comms, and then the price. The price. Like if you're too high, you need to admit it. What you want to stay there, you're gonna pay rent. You're gonna keep paying all the utilities, all the services, taking care of the house. So you're still losing money. So it's rather just to, sometimes you either want to take a big loss or you want to take a little loss. Okay, guys, that is all I have to say today. I'll keep doing these lives every Tuesday, and I hope you appreciate this information. I hope it has a lot of value for you. And till next time, you have a wonderful day. And